Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Felbane, and I'm going to be talking about Unity, Cinemachine, and Timeline today. Thanks for tuning in. So first, I'm just going to play a little something that I'm practicing with, and then we'll go to a new project and start from scratch. So here's just something. Yeah, boy. So this shot right here is actually what it's called a crab shot. Um, so it's apparently, from what I've researched, it's when a handheld camera operator tilts the camera sideways as if they're walking like a crab. And to try to mimic that behavior, I kind of timed this. You can see down here in the timeline here. I timed this over, it's like what, 27, 37. It's around 15 seconds. Just that, if you can imagine someone walking with a camera, tilting it, and then turning their body, keeping a character somewhat in frame. I even moments like this where see the character kind of is in frame, and then it's almost like someone is adjusting the camera while they're walking, just trying to provide that kind of organic, natural kind of feel to it, so it's less mechanical. So that's intentional. So it kind of lifts a little bit, so it's not like perfectly straight as if it was like like on an actual mechanical dolly. It's just trying to give it the vibe of a human being holding the camera. I'll get into this in a second, but to get this tilt, I'm modifying this Dutch parameter here with the lens. We have a track dolly, and there's a composer. So in the AIM parent group, I'm not sure what you call this. Just playing with the composer settings to adjust kind of like the screen X, and you can adjust the screen Y value here to get different vibes. It's very cool stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna open up a blank project so that we can start from scratch. So literally, if you open up Unity, I'm using 2019.2.6 F1, but you don't necessarily have to use this version because from what I've read, Cinemachine and timeline features have been pretty steady in terms of updates from this version to the current version. But yeah, so if you have this open, awesome, ready to go. If you don't, you can pause the video, open it up to where this is at. Just open a blank scene with a camera and a directional light. It's usually there by default, and we'll get started. Okay, so what you're gonna need to do is window. I guess we can start with, go to sequencing timeline. I like to dock it down here. You don't have to do this yet, but this little lock will lock it in place. Actually, I think we have to start a timeline before that's active. Anyway, next thing you have to do is go to Package Manager, Window Package Manager, and search up here for Cinemachine. It was also in that list there, but I'm just doing this because maybe some other A through B or A through C titles get listed and it won't be as convenient. So you're gonna find Cinemachine, you're gonna click install. You're gonna let that do its thing. Okay, here we go. If you have a faster computer than I do, awesome, congratulations. I'm trying to train with some of these skills so that maybe one day I'll be able to have fun with a super nice upgrade, a nicer computer. Let those scripts import. Yeah. I hope everyone watching is having a good day. I'll timestamp some of this stuff so you can skip some of this if you have a super fast computer. Okay, so we just installed Cinemachine. Now we're going to import into project. Click that button. Import small assets. Cool. Okay, here we go. Cool. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now in project, I actually like to dock this over here. I like to dock it here, and I like to view it as one column layout. That's just a personal preference. But if you see in our assets folder now, we have Cinemachine folder. There's some example scenes which are actually helpful in here. If you'd like to follow up with this video and then just start exploring a bunch of these, awesome. I like to start from scratch because I find it easier to learn that way. So to get started, right click, 3D object, plane. You don't have to do this, but for me it helps sometimes to, or actually, you know what? I'm going to try to open up where is, yeah, okay, we'll do it that way. Okay, so let's just, yeah, 3D object, make a plane. Okay, I'm gonna scale this up to be huge, 20 by 20. Let's see if this is, you can see that scale would be, you'll get to know this stuff as you play with Unity, but basically your z-axis is vertical, so if you expand the scale of that, it's going to thicken the ground. And I just like a very large x and y, so it's a very large square essentially. Let's go to Asset Store because we're gonna need to find something to film. That other video I showed you before this, there was a, oh wow, what's this? Is this free? It's $35. We're just gonna search. What I was saying is that other video had a bunch of different characters that I just found in the asset store, but this is a good practice getting into kit bashing, which is kind of borrowing a term from model kit building. But essentially we're looking for a character that can walk around, do different things, and we can film a scene with them. So let's see Cyborg character. Let's just check what's going on here. Already comes with textures and 20 animations. That's what we're looking for. Animations include things like walking. So a character walking would be an animation. Jumping, doing jumping jacks, whatever it may be. It's already configured. Cool. Let's see. Let's import that. I think we're gonna try to make a scene with at least 2 characters, and we'll pretend that they're doing something together. So basically, yeah, you're gonna import into the project, and then let's try to find. Let that import. Okay, characters. Let's look for another free character with animations. There is Space Robot Kyle. Let's see. Space Robot Kyle. Rig diffuse map, normal map, cool. Let's see package content. There are. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's actually find another character. Again, this is a very good practice. Actually, you know what? Character, and then we'll do here. Okay, what character would we like to play? Like, kind of be either sidekick or have a altercation with this character. How about, what is this, or who is this guy? Let's see. Okay, mobile character. Let's see the package content. Mobile. Okay, no, these are just, no. We're looking for something with animations, people. Remember that. How about a gorilla? Let's see. Is there, with howling motion, okay. Materials, prefab, cool. There is an animation for a howl. You know what? Let's try it. It looks like there's only one animation here, but that's okay. That's okay. We prefer a variety of animations that we can play with, but for this tutorial, we can just check okay. So we have this scaled up. Oh, it is the Z. Okay, people, you know what I'm saying. This isn't super important for this tutorial, but it is important to get familiar with X, Y, and Z axes. Here we go. X, Z, and Y. That's what it is. Okay, so earlier, this would technically be 1, and we could retain, and it'd be a very large and flat surface. Cool. Next step, let's just see these characters for a second that we picked up. So in our assets, we have the cyborg character. Let's check out the, let's see, okay, interesting. Is there a, here we go. Okay, so here is a prefab, a model. Let's bring him in here. Just drag him in like that. Okay. As you can see, Our platform is pretty small. We need to go way bigger. Let's go 200. 200. That's a little bit better. Still kind of small, but character, let's bring him over here. Over here. You know what? Actually, let's just... Oh, another trick. So hold down right click and then WASD keys. Teach you how to navigate a scene. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's get in a little bit closer. This guy. Okay. Okay. Now let's just keep that like that. Okay, let's try different animations here. Let's start a timeline. Okay, so let's make a empty game object. We'll call it director. And then with this game object selected, let's create a timeline. Director timeline, cool. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is let's get Cinemachine in here for as well. So Cinemachine. So what we're gonna do is on the main camera. This is the main camera. So this basically is it basically means that as we move this, we can adjust this rotation here. As we move this around, this is what we're gonna see in the game mode. Okay. You know, I'll dock this over here so that you can see. So when we adjust this rotational value of the camera, this is what we're seeing. When we press play, what we're going to be seeing is through this main camera. This is all we're seeing right now. There's no motion going on or anything. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this camera closer and bring it up a little bit so we can see better. And you know what? We don't actually need to do this. This is a good tip. I mean, I'm assuming people watching this are beginner to intermediate, but if this is boring, it's okay. You can fast forward. Essentially, what we're going to do is make this main camera a Cinemachine brain, it's called. So we're going to add a component. So click on main camera, add component, and type in, I already did that, but let's do it together. Cinemachine brain. See that? Boosh. Okay, so what that does is it means it's kind of complicated, but basically Cinemachine brain with that camera allows us to add virtual cameras, which you'll see in a second. Basically, Cinemachine brain. Okay, cool. Now, go to timeline. Let's dock this timeline. Click the little lock icon, which means that we can go around here and it'll stay there. Because if it's unlocked, you see how it's changing. It's looking for it. No, let's keep this here. Okay, cool. First things first. Let's try to animate. Let's add a animation track, and let's drag in this guy right here. Okay. So right click, add from animation clip. Now, if you have a lot of assets and a lot of different animations, it's going to query pretty much a bunch of different ones. So what I like to do is open up your project folder here, the animations or the variety of animations for this character so that we know what we're dealing with. So basically add from animation clip. Let's try cyborg. Let's try cyborg walk. Okay, so right click, add from animation clip. Let's go to cyborg. Interesting. Wait a second. Can we actually... That should be a feature. People, Unity, that should be a feature. Okay, wait a second. So this character... Wait, let me see something here. Go to a walk animation. Oh, it is here. Okay. Okay, so this is live debugging, you guys. Or live troubleshooting. This happens a lot in Unity. And if you become persistent and resilient, you can succeed. So, as you're going through here, check these out. Some of these, like Cinemachine, like some of these aren't related to this game object. This is a cyborg base. The parent folder is called cyborg. So when you're going through these, make sure that this lines up with this. So it's an animation for this specific character, or else it probably won't run smoothly, or possibly at all. So here's a cyborg walk animation. So basically, here's an example. Here's two walks. One is from this cyborg parent folder, which means it'll probably be compatible with this character. One's not. Let's double click on walk. Okay, so in our timeline, we have this walking motion. You see this? Do you see this, people? How cool is that? So these numbers on this line here, let's actually go to seconds. You can view this in frames or seconds. I like to view it in seconds. This is essentially 30 is half a second, 1 and 00 is 1 second. So that's how you view this. So let's have him walking for 8 minutes and 32, or 8 seconds and 32 60ths of a second. Right? Yeah. And then let's add another animation track. So basically, what we have here, if we play this, we have this guy walking for a duration of time, but he's not actually walking. He's just animating. This is a very important thing to keep in mind. This character is just animating. He's not actually walking, so he's static. To get him to walk, we have to add another animation track. So this is an animation track for the actual animation to cue on a point along the timeline. To combine this and make it look like he's actually walking, let's actually move him over here. Let's add an animation track. Let's drag him in again. Same character. You can also, so this is helpful if you have a lot of game objects here and you're trying to look for something. If you click on this, it'll highlight there. And then you can see that? Cool. So to get him to walk, what we'd like to do is start walking. Okay, so basically, it's very important. Pay attention, peeps. You click record. You find a point in the timeline where you'd like to start recording a positional value. So right now, let's move this actually over. So another thing too, move this to 0. You can see on the edge here. You can see on the edge here it says 0. Or you can keep track of what your range is. It's going to start at 0. So as soon as this timeline starts, our character's going to be walking. Cool. Actually, we could have an idle moment. How about that? Okay, how about this? Drag this over. Click add from animation clip. Look for idle. Make sure that it lines up with the parent folder. Let's bring this in here. Now, what is idle? Idle looks like this. See how he's just kind of standing there, but he's swaying. It looks a lot more natural than this. Because if this wasn't here, check this out. Look at that. So idle actually looks like he's doing something. I'll actually bring this up here. That's that. And idle is swaying around. So let's start with idle, and let's make it for 3 seconds. He'll be standing there, and then for some reason at 3 seconds he's gonna say, "Okay, I need to walk somewhere." Idle. This is just static still. See, and then he's gonna start walking, and he's gonna walk. And this is a loop. Loop 1, loop 2, loop 3. This loops for the duration of the original animation clip. It's going to be looping until around 11 seconds. Cool. Now, with this other track we added in here, let's add positional. Let's automate his position. So he's going to start at the end of this plank, and let's have him walk off the edge of the. It's silly, I know, but let's have him walk along the edge. I wonder actually. We'll play with that. Okay, so starting position. He's going to start here. No, we would like him to start here. Now, this is very important. Check this out. You press record. You're going to choose where you'd like him to start. So we're going to start him at the edge over here. Okay? Start him at the edge. Now, as you notice, timeline, it automatically adds this little marker in here, which means that it's recorded these positional values, 0, 0, negative 893. Now that that's recorded, we can move on. Oh, but there is another way to do this. And the way I actually prefer is to right click on position up here, and you'll see an add key if it's not added already. We'll update key. It's the same exact thing. It's updating this marker to include the metadata for position XYZ 00893. So now we'd like him to idle. So he's going to stay in that position until he gets to here. Now he's idling, so he's in the same position here. So we're gonna add a positional marker again to note that he's just standing in the same spot. If you're walking from, so basically now that we're gonna walk from here, I'm adding this in as an extra step so that you can learn some of the nuances of this. But from here, we'd like him to walk forward. He's already animating, as you can see, but we'd like him to walk forward, and we'd like him to walk. You know, how about this? We'll have him walk to the center to meet the gorilla. Okay. So we take the timeline to around, what was it? Yeah, it's around 11 seconds here. So he's walking up until this point. So let's have him walk. It's going to record another marker. Ready? See that marker up here? Let's have him walk to the center right here. As you can see, that our camera will adjust this, but he's gonna walk to the center, and we're gonna add that key. Okay, so now, also the reason that you see this is because our camera is located right here, and as you can see, we can adjust this accordingly. But we'll play with this with Cinemachine, so no need to worry about that for now. Just focus on scene view for now, even though game view is very important later as we get into Cinemachine. But so our character is going to play an animation in idle. He's going to stay in this position for the same exact duration. As soon as the walk animation starts, he is going to start walking forward for the same duration until he gets to this point, 11 seconds. And when he gets here, let's add another animation for idle so that it looks natural. Add from animation clip. Let's go. Should we go idle or what is this? Okay, let's pretend the idle fight. Oh, okay. That's even better. So he's gonna walk here. He's gonna see gorilla and he's gonna idle and be like, "What you doing, gorilla? What you doing?" Let's bring idle fight here. Now, when he gets here, see that? He walks and he's ready. He walks, he's ready. He's going to stay here. Let's go back to this positional track. Let's record another position. He's going to stay in this same position essentially. So what we're going to do is click on our guy here. He's going to be in the same position. Let's add a key. Cool. So that he doesn't walk somewhere from there. Walk here, he's gonna be like, ooh, ooh. So we have this guy walking here. Cool. Now, let's add in our gorilla. So go to assets, gorilla. Go to prefab. Find a gorilla here and a gorilla here. Let's bring in. Actually, you know what? What is gorilla howl? Uh, why are these? It's interesting how these are different. Let's just bring in gorilla for now. Okay, so it's not actually. It's not actually a prefab. Is this a prefab? No, it's not. Is this the prefab? Oh, this is the prefab. Okay. So you'll get to notice this over time as you're playing with Unity, but here's the prefab. So let's bring this gorilla in here. Now, as you can see, oh, maybe that was a very, very tiny gorilla. Very, very tiny gorilla with a humongous man. Now, wait a second. Is this? Okay, yeah, so this is the gorilla prefab. This gorilla is tiny. Look at that. Look at the size difference, you guys. How is that man going to be intimidated by that gorilla? Okay, we need to make this gorilla larger. So let's scale it up. Let's try. No. Let's try 20, 20, 20. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So let's bring this gorilla over here. Where is this guy walking to? Let's check it again. Okay, he's walking here. He's walking right there. So let's bring this gorilla. First of all, let's rotate the gorilla on the Y to 180 so that he's facing this guy. And let's bring him forward. You know what? I still feel like that looks like a baby gorilla. Like it looks almost too cute for this man to be intimidated. So let's actually make the gorilla larger. Let's make the gorilla. Let's come to gorilla. Let's try 30. 30, 30, 30. You know what? Let's try 50. This is going to be a gorilla. Okay. There we go. Let's bring this gorilla back a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, here we go. We have a gorilla and we have a man who's very scared of this gorilla. Let's also adjust this camera for a sec. Well, this isn't that necessary, you guys, and you'll find out in a second why. But I'll just have it like that. So essentially, let's see. Oh yeah, is this okay, so hold down right click and do right and left arrows. Okay, cool. So this guy is pretty in line with this gorilla, which is cool. Let's actually play the animation again. So he's starting here. He's like, "You looking at me, gorilla? You looking at me? Yeah? You sure about that? Huh? You wanna go, son? You wanna go? Oh my gosh, you're huge. You're huge. I'm scared. You're huge. I'm scared. Okay, cool. Okay. So, to get this gorilla, let's actually. Okay, so let's add another animation track first. Animation track. How about while this guy's standing there, this gorilla does something, and let's see what kind of animations there are. There's howl. There's a howl animation. Let's open up this. Add from animation clip. Howl. Okay. Again, you're gonna look for the same folder. Let's open this up and see what this does. Does this? No, it doesn't, because it needs an animation clip. So let's locate the animation clip. There it is. Legacy animation clips are not supported. Well, lottie frickin' da. Okay, so we ran into our first roadblock, which is cool. This happens. But you know what? I like the gorilla idea. So let's find a different gorilla from the asset store. Actually, you know what? Wait a second. Wait a second here. Let me just check something. This gorilla. Okay, so this is actually already built into this gorilla. Interesting. We don't want that. This is already combined. And this is just... Okay, so basically when we press play, it does start to... Well, I'll show you real quick. Let's see, 50, 50, 50. Let's take the main camera here and let's move it a little bit so we can see this guy. Move it up a little bit, like that, like that. Okay. So as you can see, this gorilla has an animation built in. Oh, it's tiny again. What? Why? Oh, okay. Let's just, for the sake of this happens a lot. People, you're going to kit bash, you're going to play with things until you find something that, as you're learning. Okay, so this is a different tutorial for troubleshooting that. Let's go to asset store again. Let's search for a gorilla. Let's search for a gorilla. And let's see if we can find a gorilla with animations. So this is the only gorilla for free? Are you serious? Come on. Yeah, right. Okay, what's another animal that would be intimidating to a human being? A tiger? Let's try a tiger. Okay. Here is a golden tiger for free. And let's see. 5 animations. Awesome. Yes. Let's play with this guy. Okay, so download that. And then we'll import the taiga into our project. Yeah. I'm going to figure out gorilla as well, you guys. Okay? I might make another video with gorilla in the scene somewhere, somehow. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Hit that like. And here we go. Import taiga into project. Yeah. Let's go back to the scene here. We have our dude chilling. Okay, he's chilling. He's chilling. Cool. Let's actually go to assets. Now we have a tiger. And let's find a tiger prefab. If there is a prefab of a tiger. Okay, no. These ones have animations built in already as well. Wait a second. Why are all these tigers so small? So this is a tiger. It's just a very tiny tiger. Wait a second here. It's the tiger mesh. So let's bring this up to a larger tiger. Okay. Is that intimidating? You know, let's make a huge freaking tiger. Like this tiger is fuck. Oh, I'll be kind with my language. This tiger is huge. Let's rotate 180. Okay. Now. Main camera. Let's bring it in a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's a huge tiger. Let's bring him closer. Not too close though. Let's make sure that he's in line with our guy. This is just a rough estimation. You can estimate these differently in your own time if you'd like. This is just being a little bit OCD about it. Okay, cool. Now, let's make another animation track. Animation track. Actually, no. What we're going to do is find our tiger, bring our tiger in here, add an animation track with our tiger. Legacy. Okay, we already figured that out, bro. Okay, so how do you see? How do you see our peeps here? Let's add an animation clip for tiger. 1 second. Hit tiger idle. We're looking for tiger idle. 1 second. Tiger idle is not in here. How is tiger idle not in here? Wait a second. Run. Tiger run. Okay. Run's in there. Where is tiger idle? Oh, it's just called idle. Okay. Well, this, by the way, this is run. Director Krennic. Oh, 1 second. I'm just troubleshooting something here. Let's press play. It's gonna walk up. Okay. Now. Why? Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Do you see it? Now, people watching, did you see what just happened? Do you see why I was like, what's going on? It wasn't showing the game object selectors. So that's, I don't know if that's a bug or if that's just something silly. But, okay, we're here. We have animation track we added, aka right click animation track, or you can add animation track and you get a blank thing. You're going to select the asset tiger mesh. You can drag it in. Cool. Now, here we go. So this is a tiger running. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a similar situation as what we did with this guy, but we're going to have the tiger start here, idle. So we're going to add an animation clip, idle, tiger, idle. Cool. Bring it over here. Now, this is the idle tiger just chilling. Maybe we should have the tiger. Maybe we should have the tiger provoke somehow. Let me see if there's another clip. There's a sound. What is sound? What is? Oh, there we go. So he's gonna chill for a second, and he's gonna roar. Now wait a second here. Let's see if we can. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So let's have him. It says sound, but it's actually a roar. Let's have him idle, and he's gonna roar, and then it's gonna get his attention. And then the tiger is gonna run until he gets up to the guy, and then he's gonna. When he gets there, he's gonna roar again. So copy, paste. He's gonna roar again, and then he's gonna stand idle for a second before something happens again. So he's gonna stand idle. So again, so we start with animation with the timeline. So for 3 seconds, we have 2 animations. For 1 second, tiger is idle with this animation. Then from 1 second to 3 seconds, for 2 seconds, the tiger roars. And then from 3 seconds to around 11 here, you see these markers? Tiger's gonna run. The animation's gonna start. He's gonna start running. Tiger's gonna run towards our guy, and then he's gonna roar again. And he's gonna idle for a second, and then something's gonna happen. So what we need to do is add another animation track. I'm doing this, and it's a way for you to learn, okay? Because the way I learn is doing things a bunch of times, and there's a lot of mistakes you'll make. And as long as you persist, you can make it there. Tiger mesh. You know what? Maybe the gorilla would work with this as well. Now that I think about it. Wait a second. Okay, let's try that in a second. So tiger mesh animator. We're gonna record a starting position. So let's bring our tiger. Let's bring our tiger to this edge here. Tiger's gonna be here. Cool. That key is set. Now the tiger's idle, and it's gonna make a sound. See it roaring there? This will be easier actually to see if we zoom in here. 1 second. It just takes a second. Okay, so it's in this position. Now we're recording these X, Y, and Z values again, remember? It's in this position, idle. And it's gonna roar. And then from here, soon it's gonna start running. So it's gonna be here again. So before it starts running, we'd like it to be here. Add key. Now it's gonna run from here to meet our guy in the middle. Now our guy's gonna walk up to there. So what we'd like to do is meet our guy. We'd like to meet our guy roughly here. And we can check to see that this is around a good location. Maybe here. Yeah, right there. He's gonna be there. He's gonna roar right in his face, or right in front of him. It's probably very intimidating. It's gonna idle for a moment, and then there's gonna be. Let's add another positional value here, just for now. Then the tiger is going to. There is this. What is hit? Let's check what that is. Tiger hit. Whoa. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Tiger's actually gonna slash. Look at that. Slash at the guy, and then the guy. Let's come back to this clip and say what the guy might do. The guy might jump up because he's scared. So let's look for cyborg jump up. Or jumping. How about jumping? Add from animation clip. Cyborg jumping. It's interesting. Okay. Jumping. Okay. Oop. Cyborg is going to jump. Okay, Cyborg is going to somehow levitate for a second. Wait a second. That's kind of silly. How about this? Let's find another animation clip for Cyborg. How about he draws a pistol? What? No way. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. So how about this? Let's have the idle fight animation continue. Why? Or no, it's okay. How about this? Okay. So, Tiger's gonna roar. The guy is gonna get scared, and he's going to draw a pistol. This. Oh, okay. Interesting. Can these blend? Oh, interesting. He's gonna draw this earlier. Let's put it. Why is that doing that? Why? Oh, because this is recording. No. Okay. Let's just do this for now. These are some nuances. But sound, idle. He's gonna he's gonna try to hit, he's gonna draw his finger pistol. The tiger, while he continues drawing his finger pistol, is going to stay idle. And then our friend Mr. Gorilla is gonna come into the scene. I feel like there's a way to make this happen. Wait a second. Here are the textures. This is the prefab. Oh. Wait a second. Activate. Is that what was going on? No way. Wait a second. Texture. FBX. No, wait. Wait a second. 50, 50, 50. Let's open the prefab assets. Where is the prefab asset? Why is this being so silly? Why? Gorilla, where are you? Where are you, Gorilla? This is being silly. I will figure that out at some point. Because now I'm curious about Gorilla. Okay, so they meet. There's an attack of some sort. They're taunting each other. And then how about this? How about our guy decides to jump onto Tiger? How about that? So let's go here. This is our, remember, positional data. This is for tracking the X, Y, and Z positions. Cyborg. From this, there's already a marker here, right? Oh no, it's not. Okay. So from this marker here, our guy, this guy, let's add a key. From this marker to 20 seconds, he's somehow is going to jump. He's somehow going to jump up. He's going to jump up, and he's going to come over here to Tiger, and he's going to try to get on the Tiger. Remember, we can modify this because it doesn't set the position until you set the key. He's going to jump. He's going to rotate at 180, facing the same position as the Tiger. And he is going to jump onto the Tiger like that. He's going to ride the Tiger. Okay. So let's update that key. Okay. Let's just see what that looks like without. So he's gonna, wait, why? Why is this interesting? Okay, so you can see here, why is the position? We'd like the position to be here, but we don't want it to slant. So why is this? Here, there we go. So he's gonna be staying forward, and then he's gonna jump and turn. This isn't very smooth, but you get the idea. This is very intricate. This is a nuanced thing about timeline, but this is basically, you're playing with the positional X, Y, and Z Oh no, this is rotation. There we go. Because yellow is rotation of Y. There we go. So he's going to jump, and then he's going to turn right before he lands, which is realistic. Let's see if there is a... that's this little menu here, by the way, if you'd like to adjust that. Let's see if there is a jump animation for this guy. Is there? There is. Wow. Okay. Let's go. Let's go to jump. Jump complete. What is jump complete? Wow. Wow. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. He's going to jump up here. Okay, so this... okay, so the natural duration of this jumping animation is roughly a second. As you can see, it's a little under 18 to a little under... no, it's actually a little over a second. But we would like this jump animation to... oh, it's so cool. Okay, so how about this? Let's open these up again. To do that, we do this. Or right-click, edit an animation window. That would work as well. But let's try. Let's see if we can bring this. It's gonna jump and spin. See if we can bring this right here. Yeah. Bring these over here to match. I know this is all these things going on, but this is such a cool feature of Unity. It's so worth learning. So he's gonna jump. Okay, what is he doing? What? This is why you learn. He's gonna jump really, really sideways. No, that's not what we'd like. Let's bring these back for a second. He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump up here and then turn. Can he jump higher? I don't... wait. Here. Let's record him here. Okay, here we go. Let's record him right here. Very close to the tiger. See the marker is right here. Let's record him right here and record a positional marker of him super high up. He's going to jump very, very high. Now, he's going to jump very high. He's going to... ooh. Okay, that's a little bit better. He's going to jump high. And right here, let's add another one so that he's a little bit forward. And he's a little bit high. There. Cool. Okay. Now, he's going to jump up super high, and then he's going to... oh! 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 But we'd like that to happen sooner. So let's actually... let's open this. Let's edit this in the animation window. Is this what we'd like to do here? Why is... oh, here we go. Okay. This... okay. So, this... let's bring this in to 19 point... roughly 19.5, right? Which would be 1930 because we're dealing with 60ths of a second. But it's actually right before that, as you can see there. It's kind of like 1925. Let's try there. Okay. Okay, see how we brought that in and we edit it in animation window? Okay, so he's going to jump and he's going to flip and land on the freaking tiger. What in the actual... people, look at this. Poosh. Wow. Now we can tweak this a little bit further. For example, here, let's record his position to be a little bit... to a little bit left so that we can see his leg. We can see his leg here. There we go. Just so we can see. Let's swoop around and check the other side. Okay, so now we could record another animation for his legs in particular. That would be very in-depth. I'm not going to get that in-depth in this tutorial, but let's just keep that there for now. He's going to jump on Tiger. Tiger's going to be like, bro, what are you doing? Look, let's extend the Tiger. He's going to jump on the Tiger. Now Tiger's going to get angry, and Tiger's going to go... Tiger's going to roar. Let's bring this sound animation here again. Let's exit the animation window. No, we don't. Not idle. Looking for sound. Now Tiger, he's gonna jump on Tiger. Tiger's gonna roar because he's angry, and our guy is just very smoothly sitting there. Let's, let's have him slide a little bit. Like so, Tiger roars and he, look at that. He bends up a little bit. Let's have our guy here seemingly slip down the back of the Tiger a little bit, as if the Tiger's roar almost hits him off. And let's see if we can get, can we find his arms? Can we find his arms? This is a little more in depth. Okay, let's just do that for now. Okay, let's record that. Okay, so look at that. You jump on, the Tiger's gonna roar. He's gonna slide down his back because he's roaring, and then he's gonna somehow he's gonna jump again. So let's okay. He's gonna realize he's slipping a little bit, and he's gonna jump again right here, so that he can get back on the Tiger. But he's gonna jump forward. So let's record another positional data point. Let's have our guy jump forward again on the Tiger. Okay. And then, as the jump completes, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Let's just pretend like he's hitting there. And then he finds a spot in the Tiger and brings him up on the Tiger again. Cool. And then, okay, so he's gonna jump on the Tiger. He's gonna position his booty again. And there we go. He's on the Tiger. Cool. And now the Tiger is gonna be like, I'm out of here. And the Tiger's gonna start running super fast. So let's find this running animation again. Copy. Paste. Tiger's gonna start running. Now. This isn't gonna be super smooth. It's gonna land, and then the Tiger's gonna start running. Now when the Tiger starts running, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the Tiger. Oh, Tiger's gonna run off the cliff. Yeah. So Tiger. So come back to here. We have the Tiger positional data here. So at this moment, let's record a new position for the Tiger. Let's click on the Tiger. Record. Let's add a key. So now the Tiger is going to run in a matter of 1, 2, at 25. Okay, the Tiger is going to run this way. Don't worry, we'll fix our guy. Tiger's going to run this way. Right there. He's going to run to right there. Let's update that key. And then, okay, yeah, let's do that for now. And this guy at the same moment, so that he follows the tiger. This guy is gonna be chilling with the tiger right here, and then he's gonna. So this timeline's gonna run. He's gonna run with the tiger right here. He's gonna basically follow the tiger right there. And let's make sure that this guy is still riding the tiger. Yes, he is. Okay, cool. Let's add that position. Update key. Now, the tiger gets here, and the tiger is going to. Let's bring this animation in. So the tiger comes to here, it's running, and now the tiger is going to roar one more time, but it's going to stop. So it's going to run and then stop and roar, and as it's roaring, our guy is going to flip off the ledge. Our guy is going to hurl forward, and he's going to flip forward like that. He's going to flip up, and he's going to flip off the tiger. Oh no, let's bring that guy back here. He's going to flip up and off the tiger like that. Like that. And we'll add an animation so this looks more realistic. And then he's gonna flip even further. Like that. Let's bring him way over here. Let's add a key. And then he's gonna flip. He's gonna fly. He's gonna fly off the edge. Let's add a key. And he's gonna. Oh no. No, wait a second. What key was that? Okay, let's add this key. Now he's gonna flip forward even further. He's gonna flip like way over here, maybe. Let's add a key. And then he's gonna flip all the way and over here. And over here he's gonna be way over here. And let's add a key. Now, there we go. So it's an awkward moment where here. Okay, so this needs to be, as you can see, it looks like this and this are the same point, which is why he's just chilling, and this is over here. So this needs to be updated. So it's the third one from the left. So let's go into animation window, zoom in. This needs to be removed, and we need to re-record that so that he's here, and then he's here. Oh, that might actually work. That might work. Let's just keep it like that. So he's gonna, let's have a jump animation because it looks kind of realistic here. He's gonna be hurled off. Another one here where this guy is way over here. Okay. Let's add that. So he's gonna jump. He's whoa off the cliff, and then the tiger is going to roar again as if to celebrate what just happened and say, "Don't mess with me, dude." You hear what I'm saying? Okay. And there we go. Scene. Okay. So, people, do you see what's going on here? We have a scene playing out. We're just about to get into Cinemachine, but first we have a scene. So um, let's review what's happening here. So Tiger taunts. The guy says, "What? You want a piece of this?" He's gonna walk towards the middle. He's gonna run towards the middle, and then they're gonna meet. Tiger's going to attack. He's going to say, "Oh, really, really, dude?" He's going to get his thing out, and then he's going to jump on the tiger. Tiger's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" He's gonna slip. He's gonna adjust his position. Oh, he's riding backwards. Okay, and the tiger's going to launch him off the thing. Okay, I didn't know how much I was gonna enjoy that. Um, that's very funny. It's hilarious. Now, I like it. I actually like that when he adjusts his position, when he adjusts right here, he's actually backwards, and then the tiger takes off. And look at this, as he is trying to adjust back to orientation here. Look at that. He's spinning. He's adjusting, and then the tiger, boosh. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's save. And now some of the fun begins as well, because we get to play with Cinemachine now, and this is a different ball game. So, with Cinemachine, what we're gonna do is we have a brain on the main camera here that we added earlier. Awesome. Now, we have a director component. What we're going to do is right click, Cinemachine track. We're going to add our main camera into here, because that's our brain. And we're going to add a bunch of virtual cameras. How this works: right click, add Cinemachine shot, create a virtual camera. They're gonna populate in here. I actually like to bring them out here. That's just a personal preference. Oh, you know what? I'll just keep it here. Let's activate it. So this camera, if we double click it, this is where it's at. As you can see how we're adjusting this position here, and it's doing all this stuff. And why is it so funky? Wait a second. Okay, so this camera. Oh, okay. Here we go. Wait a second. Wait a second. Is this why? No. Is that why? Wait a second. No. No. Let's bring this in again. Oh, interesting. Anyways, let's do something here. So this camera, it's a virtual camera, as you can see. Virtual camera. Let's have it look at. Let's have one camera follow our guy. Let's drag our guy into follow. See that? Now, let's see what this. Let's have it. So the framing composer here. Okay. Now what this is doing, it's looking at our guy. Let's bring this. Where's, oh, here we go, the lens. Okay, so in the lens, field of view, you can bring it out here. Don't know why this is so silly. Wait a second. Is it Dutch? Maybe it's that. Oh, it's screen X. No, it's not. Is it solo? Wait a second. Let's actually focus on. Why is this so weird? Why does this look so weird? Um, wait a second. No. No. Yes. Okay. Camera distance was funky as fudge. So camera distance, let's adjust this to be, how about like that? 87, 82. This camera is essentially going to follow our character. Why is the bias for Y? There we go. Goodness. Is that the center of this character? Maybe. Maybe. Let's bring this up. Wait a second here. Okay. Now, camera distance. Let's do this. Okay, so this camera is basically going to follow this guy. So let's, for example, watch this. As we press play, this camera is going to follow this character as he walks. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. Look at his confidence. It's going to stop there. Wow, look at that. Intimidating. Intimidating. He's going to pull out his finger gun. He's going to jump. Boosh! Now the camera, watch this, is going to follow our guy as he tries to adjust his position and then, whoa! Okay. Now, this is an important concept to remember. This camera is simply one of many cameras we're going to put on here. So we have one camera here following this guy as this clip. We can adjust this further. We can bring this, over here. Oh, no, actually, no, that's not how you do that. It is it Dutch? No, Dutch is like, well, that's actually pretty cool. But that's not what we're doing right here. Let's bring this to 0. We're adjusting the position. No. Interesting. Okay. Let's keep this here for now. Okay. So this is what the character is seeing. POV. So the character is going to start walking, and watch this. Look at this. The camera sees. This is what. Okay, so the guy is going to see the tiger come up. He's going to look a little bit scared here. And we can zoom out if we'd like. Wait a second. Let's get this in here. No. He's going to launch him off the tiger. See? That's. So there's different aims here. Like you can do nothing means that it's going to just look at the body. Framing transposer. So basically, if it's no aim there, it's going to just follow this target as we've set it here in the framing transposer. Hard lock on target, it's a different thing. Framing transposer is what we just updated. Goodness gracious. This, and then this. We have it up to what, 90 or something? Wait a second. There we go. Just adjust that. Let's bring it in a little bit. Let's bring it just up a little bit. So our character within these. There's a lot of intricacies for these as well. So watch this. This means that the camera won't start moving until this dot. Watch this. It'll hit this. See how it backs up a little bit there? Wait a second. Let's give it a little bit. Let's give it like a 92. Yeah. Now the dead zone. That's what this is. There we go. So this basically means that the camera won't start moving until this yellow dot hits a border of this grid, this blue grid. So it's essentially, watch this. See how the camera waited to follow? In other words, if we adjust this to be very tiny, watch what happens. No. Yeah, just watch. The yellow dot's gonna hit the border. Oh, no, wait, actually, it's because we have a soft. Take the soft width to a tiny space. Now, this means that once this dot hits the edge of that box, it's going to drag the camera. Watch. It's in the center. And look at that. Look how it's dragging. There's still some bias. Is it damping? Oh, I think it's damping. Wait a second. Bring this damping to 0. Let's try this one more time. That's what it is. So that damping setting, look at that. So now this dot should stay in the center because there's no damping on X, Y, and Z. If you increase the damping, see that slider? See how it takes, so basically if we have a lot of damping on Y, see the, okay, it's kind of hard to describe, but if we have a lot of damping on Y, watch what happens. Watch what happens. See the dot? See how the dot, look at this. You see this? It's basically it's a drag. It's like adding a drag. Let's increase this zone. Now watch this. So this is how you learn, people. You see, wait a second. Okay, did you see what happened there? See how the camera didn't start following until the dot hit the edge of this dead zone, it's called. Damping just means that if you have a little bit of damping, it means that it's going to kind of blur a little bit past the line and then drag. It's kind of just a smoothing thing. See that? Just, it's very, very subtle. I think it's actually, wait a second. Do you see that? They're very intricate, but there's a lot of things you can do with damping. For this, let's add a little bit. Let's add just a teeny bit. I'll vary it up to have it add a little bit of nuances. For dead zone, let's keep it kind of small because I don't want dragging too much. How about like that? Let's see. Or a little bit smaller. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so this camera's going to stay on this shot essentially for the whole video. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go a little bit quicker now that we've gone through some of these settings. I'm going to add another camera. Boosh. This time, activate. Going to have it follow, or no, it's going to look at, no, yeah, it's going to follow tiger. It's going to follow tiger. Now, bring it solo, cool. What we need to do here is adjust the body. CV cam 2. Okay, so right now the tiger, no, we'd like the field of view to be larger. We'd also like this camera here to rotate around. We'd like to view the tiger from this angle. No. Here. Field of view. It's the camera distance again. Why are people setting this distance so Why is that a default? Seems like it would just make some people stressed out about what's going on. We are going to adjust this. We'd like to be up a little bit. Well, the bias, we'd like to aim. No. We need to figure out screen X. Wait a second. No. No. Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. Camera 2 should be turned around. Wait a second. Wait a second here. Let's just solo camera 2 for a second. There we go. There we go. That's solo camera 2, and let's adjust some of these. Why is the rotation? Why is this so silly? Interesting. Not sure what that does. Dutch, no. Hard lock on targets. We'd like to, let's do this. Field of view. Distance. There we go. That's better. That's better. Let's have this be a view of a tiger. It's a cool view. You get his face, you get some of his claws in there. That's cool. Let's adjust the damping to be a little bit, just a little bit like that. And then the soft zone, let's bring it in a little bit. The bias, no. Again, people, these are things that you can play with in your free time. Yay. Let's just see what this looks like with the tiger. Get a cool roar. We get to see him running. But he's running. So we'd like to have no damping with that, because when he's running, we'd like to keep his body in frame. There we go. There we go. He's gonna roar. Let's also keep in mind. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have two cameras right now. We have C cam 1 and cam 2. Cam 1 is following the guy. Cam 2 is following the tiger. In order to see these, all we have to do is click on cam 2. Solo. That's what that is. Cam 1. Solo. That's what that is. Now, what we're going to do is add a dolly shot. So this will make sense in a second. One moment. Let's bring this up. We're going to have a dolly shot stroll across this entire thing looking at both characters. Okay, so Cinemachine, add a dolly camera with a track. Okay. This is the dolly track. Where is 0? 0 is way over here. Why? How? Okay, let's bring this dolly up. Why is this so... This should be at 0. Right? Yeah. At 0 we should... There we go. There we go. Okay, so what this is a dolly track, it's called. Let's actually 0. Let's bring this. It's literally a track. It's like a track with a camera. It's like a camera rig you see in movies and stuff. What we're gonna do is bring. Let's have multiple of these. Let's have. Let's actually build a circular one that circles around this entire thing while things are happening. So what you do is you start with a waypoint 0 here. It's gonna go to waypoint 1. So you can see. Let's add a waypoint 2. Let's curve the track to be okay. So let's start. No, keep it at 0. Keep it at 0. Let's start this around here. Start this towards the edge, or here rather. Now with waypoint 2, what we're gonna do is bring it around here like that. Here. Let's have another waypoint 3. We'll bring it around here like that. This won't be a perfectly elliptical, but it'll be pretty cool. Let's bring another waypoint 4. What? Why? Let's bring 4 right here. Let's add another waypoint 5. Let's bring it around here like that. Let's add another waypoint 6. Let's bring it around here like that. Boosh. Let's add another waypoint 7. Let's bring it around here like that. And then we'll start curving inward. So let's do like a big epic. Bring it around here like that. And then, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. And let's add another one. And we'll just bring it around here like that, because our characters are going to be on this side afterwards. There we go. Cool. And you know what? Let's add another one. And we'll bring it over here. Because our character's going to be over here. It might be cool to meet up with them around here and then watch from here. So, cool. So, a couple things about this. Waypoints. The camera is going to travel on a dolly along this path that we've set here. It's going to travel to each waypoint. The duration naturally between each waypoint is basically, wait, let me see if I can show you this. Click on cam 3. Yeah, so cam 3 is a track dolly. Path position. Do you see the camera moving around there? So if we actually solo this camera, start at 0, solo this camera. I don't know why the camera is facing. Why is the camera? So the camera right now is way hot. Look at that. This plane is at 0 at Y. This is at 1412. Let's bring it to 0 so you can see. And let's tilt it towards our plane here. Maybe bring it up a teeny bit. And then tilt the X. Wait a second. that? This camera. That doesn't seem to make... Wait a second. This... There we go. Okay, so the camera... Ah, you know what we need? Let's have this camera follow our guy. Because then we'll be able to see... Okay, it's going to follow a track dolly. It's going to do a hard look at. No. Same as the follow target. Right? Is that how that works? Okay, it's going around. It's going to pass around that guy, but no. Oh, okay. Okay. Set this to none. Let's bring the guy into the cam 3. Let's bring the guy into the look at. And then let's do a hard look at. There we go. So now path position. You see what's going on here? Do you see that, you guys? You see that? Watch this. It needs to be a little bit higher though. Why is this? Wait a second. What is this? No. Kind of. This camera should be hot. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, from 0, where's our guy though? Why? Where is he? They should be seeing... They should be seeing the guy. Wait a second. See how the camera is focusing on the guy? It's a hard look at. Why is it the field of view? Come on now. No way. Is that what that is? Wait a second. Is it damping? No. It's the path. Follow the target. Okay. Why is field of view so interesting? There we go. There we go. For some reason. There we go. Cool. There we go. Okay. So, field of view. Let's bring it a little bit closer. A little bit closer now. A little bit closer now. Let's adjust the path. There we go. Okay, so the camera, you can see our guy, but for some reason, doesn't see him there. I know there's something going on with that. I think it's field of view. Or it might be... Oh. Wait a second. No. It's this. Who invented this? Anywho. Path. For every increment of 1, it hits a waypoint. So from 0... From 0 to 1... Wait, why is this? Round robin. Let me see something. Let me see something here. Okay, here we go. So come around here. It's focusing on our character here. Okay, so it's gonna follow our character, but for some reason he's coming out of frame right here. Why? Is that why? No. Is that why? Yes. Yes. Don't give up, people. Don't give up. Far clip playing for some reason. Okay. There we go. So from 0 to 1. At 0, it's at waypoint 0. 0 to 1, waypoint 1. Waypoint 2. Waypoint 3. Waypoint 4. Waypoint 5. Waypoint 6. Waypoint 7. Waypoint 8. Waypoint 9. Waypoint 10. It's going to follow our character on this dolly track. Okay? If it's at point 5, it means that it's halfway between waypoint 1 and 0, or 0 and 1. Okay? It's important to remember because when we bring this camera into animation, so we're going to add a Cinemachine shot. We're going to choose camera 3 because that's the one that we brought in with the dolly track. Okay, has the dolly track in it, but what we need to do is, so this is our guy. This is the tiger. Remember? Scroll wheel can zoom this in. Just keep. You can label these differently too. That might be helpful. This is the guy. Remember? This is our tiger. It's our tiger shot. So when the tiger makes a sound, we're going to switch to tiger cam. And then when they start coming at each other, we're going to switch to this camera. So essentially, this is hopefully start to make sense for you guys, but this camera shot, flipping into this one, then flipping into the dolly. See the dolly following our character here as he walks towards the tiger? See that? They're going to meet. Now, what we're going to do is... Will this update? Let's see. Okay, not a good idea. You can do it, but you should organize it beforehand. I'll organize from this point onward, but just remember, camera names are helpful. I think for me, it's helpful just to look at these. Click, solo, see that. Click, solo, see that. So what we have is a dolly shot that follows our guy here. So we need to animate this, people. So in order to animate this, we need to drag in camera 3. This is the camera on this dolly track, right? Dragging camera 3 into our timeline. Add an animation track. So we're going to record the position. It's going to start at path position 0. So let's record here. From the beginning, it starts at path position 0. Just like we did up in position, we can right click path position, add key. Now, here on the timeline, there is idle, there is a growl, right? Now, there is a walking movement. So as the camera walks, this is good. This is a cool shot. How about right here? So the camera's following the guy until here. Let's add a path position of 0 again. Now, how about as the tiger comes along here, as they meet, let's have the camera pan around to a waypoint. I think it's 4 or 5 is along here. Let's try 5. Well, let's try 4. Let's try 4.5. Yeah. So, if we record the path position here, it means that at this point in the timeline, the camera is going to swoop around to position 4.5. Now, camera's going to growl, but let's have the camera keep moving during this position. Let's have the camera move to 5.5. Here. Cool. And let's have the camera move when the guy jumps. Oh, okay, here it's still moving, so let's do 7. Let's do 7. And then when the guy jumps, as the guy is jumping, let's tilt the camera to 8.5. No, let's do 8.2. No, let's do 8.7. Let's do 9.5. No, 9. Let's do 8.9. 8.8. 8.7. 8.6. 8.5. 8.4. Let's do 8.5. That's pretty cool. Let's do 8.6. 8.4. 8.5. 8.45. Yeah. And then there's gonna be a roar. So as the tiger is roaring, let's do 8.75. It looks like the tiger is roaring at the camera. To add a key. And then the tiger is gonna start running. Tiger's not running. As the guy is twisting around, it'd be cool to do maybe 9.15. Wait, 8.85. 8.8. 8.8. 8.83. And now the tiger's gonna start running. Look at that. Look at that. Let's stay there. Let's stay there until right there. It's a great position to just let's stay there until right there, and then we'll come to 9.15 right here. And then we'll come to no, 9.3, 9.4, 9.3, 9.34, 9.34, and then it's gonna launch. That's a cool camera angle still. And then we'll come right here. Right here. We'll come to 9.8. No, 7. Yeah. 9.7. And then think that's cool. Yeah, cool. So, this animation for positional data is recorded for camera 3, virtual camera 3, okay? Which is here. We don't need this the whole time. So, for example, if I bring this in here, I'm just going to do a very just basic, I'm just going to throw a bunch of things all over the place and see what if it looks cool. Because this is basically what happens from here on out is you start playing with different camera angles and stuff, and you can do editing like that. But so what I did was I copy and pasted that track because it's recorded for this positional data, which basically means as it moves along in the timeline here, at different moments, like here, it'll click back into this view. Here, it'll click back into this view. Here, it'll click back into this view, and then here, it'll click back into this view, which is very cool. Something I saw, the jump. Let's have the jump be on the rotational cam, because that would look very cool. Let's have a little bit of time leading into that, so it's like a little nuance there. Let's have the jump be here as well, to mirror that as like almost like a stylistic continuity and design. Let's have the cam be here as well. Now, we don't need these are the same shot, so they don't need to blend into each other. But that's what that is, for anyone wondering. Now, camera 1. Let's fill in these gaps a little bit. Let's see what happens. Camera 1 here. Let's do camera 2. Let's do camera 2 here. Let's bring it back to camera 3 here. And actually, let's blend these. So this is what happens. When you bring a shot into each other, they blend together. It actually looks very cool. You'll see in a second. Let's bring camera 1 here. Let's do a slight blend into here and a slight blend into here. Let's bring this here. Let's bring camera 2 into here. Just for a moment. Just for a very quick moment right in here. Like that. Let's have it blend and blend into here. And then let's bring camera 2 into here. Let's have it blend like that. Let's do camera 1. No, let's do camera 1 into here like that. Let's have it blend. And then we'll have this blend into here like that. And then voila. So, basically, people, you can have a lot of fun with this. I added, so right here we have 2 cameras. We have one focus on one character, another focus on another. Camera 1, to review, is following this guy with a framing transposer without. So basically, it's a framing transposer with a follow. Just remember these things, that they'll come in handy once you do this a lot. Camera 2 is following Tiger Mesh with a framing transposer. Same thing, same shot, just different characters. Camera 3 is, it's a hard look at with the aim. We have to look at set at our character here. We could pick the tiger as well. The reason that this works is because when this character is riding the tiger, they're traveling in roughly the same positional area or track or trajectory, whichever you like to call it. And then when the tiger launches this character, this camera's going to follow him launching. So let's review this. Let's actually add one more thing. Let's add an explosion. I don't know why. It might look pretty epic. Okay, maybe not. Kind of pricey. Let's see visual effects. Let's see if that pops up. Let's go to free. And then, there we go. Explosion. Actually, you know what? Just check one thing. just see if there's anything. Fireworks. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. I'm just gonna make a visual effect for when the character gets launched. That's pretty cool. Okay, just this is kit bashing. Just going through here, just double checking things. 1 second. Sonar shader. Let's see. This could work. Let's try it. Let's see. Hope you all having a good day. Again, I'm gonna be recording a bunch of videos here because I'm learning this stuff pretty quickly, and I'm building games, and I'm super grateful and super thankful to have the opportunity to play with this kind of software. And if you like these videos, please subscribe, please like, please share. Just importing these assets real quick. We're gonna do one other step. Let's import. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to have a timeline event. We're gonna try to trigger a animation of one of these visual effects to play when the guy gets launched off this plane from the Tiger. So here we go. Here we go. Get ready, y'all. Importing that. Importing that. Importing that. That. Okay, cool. Is in. Awesome. So what we have here, let's go to director. To see our timeline here. Okay. Now we have Creepy Cat 3D game effects prefabs effect 1. Let's see what this is. What is this? Okay. Let's see. Let's add this real quick. No, let's bring this to 5, and let's bring it over here and over here. Let's see what this does. Wait, this guy is at 0, 0, negative 893. Let's do 0, 0, negative 890. Let me just see something for a second. Okay. Let's delete that. Wait a second here. Where are these? You know what? I'm going to look into these effects further because it's a similar process. We add a track, add animation track, and then you can add an animation of an effect to trigger at a certain moment in a certain positional place. That flow is very important about this entire thing. But let me just show you what's happening here with timeline. So let's watch what we have so far. Are you ready? And you know, actually, let's get some music. 1 second. Let's set the scene. Dramatic music. Let's just get some dramatic music to play while we're doing this. Epic music track. Cool. Epic music track. Let's bring this into the project. Hopefully this loads a little bit quicker. Come on now. Come on. Okay, it's taking a little bit longer than anticipated. This is unusually long. Let's find another track for the moment. That'll keep installing. Let's keep epic rock track. I feel like the vibe is like dramatic. Yeah, something like 156 tracks. Okay, yeah, let's try this. Cool, a lot quicker. Boosh. 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 Let's import this into here. Cool. Here we go. Now let's add a audio track. And let's go to cinematic loops, breakthrough. Here. Boot. Look at the timing, people. Look at the timing of that. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Okay, awesome. Here we go. So this is gonna play through what we have so far, and let's see what happens. Yo, that was amazing. I mean, for the quickness that we put those clips together, that was very entertaining. Wow, let's watch that one more time. Hopefully it doesn't lag in the beginning. Let's watch it one more time, and then, you know, let's laugh, let's have a good time, and then let's have a great day. Ready? Go. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. Uh, I love learning. I love, I love. I'm so thankful and so grateful for these opportunities to build things in Unity, to record things. I also compose music. Um, and I hope you love this video. I hope you learned something. And I also, just to remind you guys, I keep this unedited because this is very natural. The flow of this is very natural. You run into a lot of snags along the way. You run into a lot of uh, obstacles, and what you need to do is you need to persist. You need to keep your cool. You need to experiment. You need to keep asking questions and keep moving forward because you're gonna run into a lot of obstacles, and it's the people who are persistent and who learn from their mistakes who become great at what they do. So, with that, have an awesome day. Please subscribe. Please like. Take care.